So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As promised, a comparison between LCS SK-19 and the RTI Prophet II, brand new gun from the Netherlands. I'm posting this review. It's quite hot out here, unusually hot, about 36 degrees today Celsius. So about the review, both of the guns will be shot from the Caldwell Precision turret. Very nice piece of equipment, I must say. Very rigid. Only issue I have with it is that the height, maximum height of the plate that you can adjust, is still too low to support the air rifles. So you cannot really shoot at, for instance, 100 meters. But for the rest, it's really nice piece of equipment. I added a block of wood with some duct tape to increase the height of the adjustment plate. So the chapters of all of the comparisons will be, the first part of the review will be loading, ease of loading and quality of the magazine. Second chapter will be about the trigger, how smooth and how you can adjust the trigger, or you can't adjust the trigger in some cases. Accuracy at 50 meters and 100 meters, and also some targets that I will be using for different kinds of rifles and bullets, and also some accessories that you can build onto the different rifles. About the shooting, the targets, I don't have them with me yet, so that part will be in a later video. But one of the things I'm going to do is compare the rifles at shooting through the wood. Will it shoot through the wood? So different types of wood, and checking if certain rifles will penetrate or shoot through the wood or not. And some slow-mo videos with, for instance, an egg and a steel plate to see how much it will dent. So every time the same targets for different rifles. So for now it's between these two. Well, let's begin. So my shooting range is somewhere in the Netherlands, but there are some cars driving by, and also over there at the far end it's like 400 meters, so we won't hit them with the pellets. About the accessories of the LCS, it's a nice rifle with a large Picatinny rail on top of and on the bottom. You could put a lot of attachments on those rails. For the rest, the buttstock is okay, but it's not really great. I didn't find another one that fits this rifle. There's a ATN scope, ATN X-Sight 4K, 3 to 14 times on this rifle. Also for recording the shots, and I'll be also transferring the scope to the other gun as well. There's a nice shroud, real carbon fiber, looks great, and a sound moderator at the end of the shroud. Nice carbon bottle with the meter of the pressure meter of the bottle, and another pressure meter of the setting of the another meter with the setting of the regulator pressure. Then about the RTI, also the same large Picatinny rail on top. It has also a nice shroud made of aluminum. It's not carbon. It doesn't have a really big silencer or damper moderator at the front, but you can add one if you screw off this piece. It's half UNF, so it's standard. You can fit the most common dampers. It has a really nice finish to the carbon bottle. It's high gloss. I really like it, I must say. And well, yeah, there's a very small rail at the bottom. You can buy an extension for it, but I saw that it really wiggles a lot here, so I really don't like that. So maybe I'll use a clamp of the bottle if I need it for the bipod, but it also works in this way. So buttstock, yeah, it has a hole in it for the hammer spring. We'll come back to that later. Yeah, I bought another one for that. I will also give a link in the description. It will also come in a few days. So AR-15 style grip, same as the LCS, of course. And there's 2 pressure meters. I've put some extra thing on the Picatinny rail with a clip, so I can use a sling and hang the rifle on my chest. So one thing that happened to me when lowering the rifle, it broke off the plastic piece which is here normally, so I've put some tape here to make it a little bit more soft. I've been waiting on this piece like 6 months already, so it's very difficult to get some parts, spare parts in. And it can be taken out. It's a fixed magazine. You just lift one side, which holds the bullets so they don't fall out, and on the other side you lift the lever so you can rotate the magazine, and then you can just put in the pellets, and then you can rotate it every time. You can put in 4 at these positions, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can rotate the magazine to put another 4 in. So it's quite easy. Loading the RTI, it works with the magazine. Just as with many rifles, you have to rotate it all the way, and then put in the first pellet, and then you can add the rest of the pellets. This is a new style of magazine for RTI. They have some different types of magazines for the different rifles. In this case, let's cock this thing. You can put it in like so, and if it's in, you can either turn it this way or the other way if you are right-handed or left-handed shooter. Magazine looks quite okay, but I found another magazine 3D printed by a company in the UK that I'll receive in a few days, and I'll show you guys also what's different about that. One of the nice things of that magazine is that it has an indicator of how many bullets are left. For the pressure of the first stage, so you can adjust the spring, how hard you have to press for the first stage, and the second screw is for how much force is needed to lift the sphere. So second stage, much better, I must say. Yeah, what else is there to say? Well, cocking the RTI, it's only done on one side. It's quite easy to do, much easier than with the Prophet 1. So that's nice. Oh yeah, and well, of course, the LCS has the plenum over here, the whole tube, and the RTI plenum is inside of here. So there's some small tubes inside of there, and the plenum is over here. So tuning the LCS is done actually only with this knob over here, It has 130 clicks, so every click is a few feet per second, and you can basically tune it from 500 feet per second to 1000 plus. The RTI, on the other hand, it does have a hammer spring adjustment, but what I heard, you only need to adjust the regulator to adjust the speed, and the regulator is done via a hexagonal tool on the bottom of the regulator. You can adjust it while under pressure, so that's really handy. So that's why this one is set a little bit higher for the knockout slugs, because I was trying to shoot slugs, which I cannot do with the LCS. But for now I'm going to shoot at 100 meters with the pellets. So now I'm going to hear you some shots without any bullets in. So first the LCS. RTI. So you can hear the RTI is much louder than the LCS because of the moderator, of course, on the LCS shroud. So I'm shooting this with another camera because the other one is empty and is in the car. Anyway, first I'm going to shoot the LCS at a target of about 40 meters. And the regulator pressure of the LCS is set to 135, and it puts out about 90 joules. So I'll be shooting the target on top. Let's see. Not trying to be as accurate as possible, but just to show you the power of the rifle and the speed.
(932).
You can hear the sound from the car, probably. 932, almost in the center of the target.
923. 881.
Sorry, the rifle is getting empty, so I'll refill it quickly. Let's do that again.
Nine 923. 919. 916. 916.
Now the RTI. Let's see.
963. 960. 960. 960. 960. 956.
So as you heard, the regulator of the RTI is a bit faster and better than the LCS. And for just to show you, shooting quickly, not really putting the RTI on the cold well, just from the shoulder and the bipod. Shooting really great, but also the LCS is shooting fine. So the top one, LCS, did some shooting in, but most of them went through the center, and the RTI a little bit to the left, upper left, but all almost in the same spot. So, and the wood is, I need some new wood. It's getting really broken down. So the geese are flying by. Yeah, as you saw, the RTI is a little bit better regulated. Spread normally in the LCS is about 15 feet per second, and the RTI is about 6, so it's actually really good. So I've set the target at 100 meters. Gonna shoot both rifles 5 shots. Wind is almost not there, so first I'm gonna shoot the small targets to see if the scope is set correctly, and then I'm gonna shoot 5 pellets JSB 33.95 grains at the big target. So I have to walk back now